Why we need sunlight. The hidden science of how sunlight shapes your body and mind. Part 1. Welcome back to Army. Imagine spending your entire life without ever seeing the sun. No sunrise. No warm afternoon light. No golden sunset. Only artificial lights, glowing screens, and closed rooms. Would your body still function normally? Would your brain remain healthy? Would your mood stay the same? For most of human history, these questions would have sounded impossible. Our ancestors lived almost entirely outdoors. They woke with the sunrise, worked beneath the open sky, and rested after sunset. Their lives followed the rhythm of daylight for hundreds of thousands of years. But today, things have changed dramatically. According to researchers, many people now spend around 90% of their time indoors. Offices, schools, shopping malls, apartments, and smartphones have transformed the way we live. Ironically, although we have never had more technology, we are spending less time under the natural source of light that shaped human evolution. So this raises an important question. Why do we actually need sunlight? Is sunlight simply a way for us to see the world, or is it quietly controlling countless biological processes inside our bodies every single day? Today, Army will explore one of the most important and most overlooked forces that keeps us healthy. Let's begin with something extraordinary. Every second, the sun releases an unimaginable amount of energy. Only a tiny fraction of that energy reaches Earth, yet that tiny fraction powers almost every ecosystem on our planet. Plants capture sunlight through photosynthesis. They convert light into chemical energy. Animals eat plants. Other animals eat those animals. In one way or another, nearly all life on Earth depends on sunlight. Humans are no exception. Although we don't produce food through photosynthesis, our bodies have evolved to rely on sunlight in many surprising ways. Perhaps the most famous example is vitamin D. Interestingly, vitamin D is not exactly a vitamin in the traditional sense. Many scientists consider it more like a hormone because it influences hundreds of biological processes throughout the body. When ultraviolet B rays from sunlight reach your skin, they trigger a chemical reaction. A molecule naturally present in your skin begins changing into vitamin D. The liver and kidneys then process it into its active form. This remarkable process allows your body to produce something essential, using nothing more than sunlight. Why is vitamin D so important? One major reason involves your bones. Every day, your body needs calcium to keep bones and teeth strong. But calcium cannot be absorbed efficiently without enough vitamin D. Imagine trying to build a brick wall. You have plenty of bricks, but you have no cement. The wall cannot hold together. Vitamin D acts like that cement. Without enough of it, even a calcium-rich diet becomes much less effective. In children, severe vitamin D deficiency can lead to a condition called rickets, where bones become soft and develop abnormally. In adults, long-term deficiency may contribute to weaker bones and a higher risk of fractures. But the story doesn't end there. Scientists have discovered that vitamin D receptors exist in many different tissues throughout the body. These include the immune system, muscles, and even parts of the brain. Researchers continue investigating how vitamin D influences these systems. While many questions remain unanswered, it is clear that sunlight affects much more than our skeleton. Now, let's look beyond vitamin D. Have you ever noticed that you naturally feel more awake after stepping outside on a bright morning? That isn't your imagination. Your eyes contain special cells that are different from the rods and cones used for vision. Instead of helping you see objects, these cells detect light itself. When morning sunlight enters your eyes, these cells send signals directly to a small region deep inside your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Although its name is difficult to pronounce, its job is surprisingly simple. It acts as the body's master clock. Every 24 hours, this tiny cluster of brain cells coordinates countless biological rhythms. It tells your body when to wake up, when to become sleepy, when to release hormones, when to increase body temperature, even when to prepare for digestion. Scientists call this system the circadian rhythm. Think of it as your body's internal timetable. Just as an orchestra needs a conductor, your organs need a reliable clock to stay synchronized. Morning sunlight is one of the strongest signals that keeps this clock accurate. Without enough natural light, the timing of this biological orchestra can begin to drift. This is one reason why people who work night shifts or frequently travel across time zones often struggle with sleep. Their internal clocks receive confusing signals. Jet lag is not simply feeling tired. It is your body's clock trying to catch up with a new schedule. Remarkably, even a short walk outside in natural morning light can help your brain adjust more effectively. But sunlight influences more than sleep. It also plays an important role in mood. During darker winter months, some people experience a condition known as seasonal affective disorder, often shortened to SAD. They may feel unusually tired, lose interest in activities they normally enjoy, sleep more than usual, or experience persistent low mood. Researchers believe reduced exposure to daylight contributes to these symptoms in susceptible individuals. This discovery reminds us that light is not simply something we see, it is information. Every ray of sunlight carries signals that help your brain understand what time of day it is and how your body should respond. The sun is not only illuminating the world around you, it is quietly helping regulate the world inside you. And that leads to an even bigger question. If sunlight is so important, can getting either too little or too much actually affect our health? That's exactly what we'll explore next. Today we've discovered that sunlight is far more than a source of light. It helps your body produce vitamin D, regulates your internal clock, influences sleep, and even affects your mood. But this is only the beginning. In the next part, Army will explore what happens when we don't get enough sunlight, why excessive sunlight can also be dangerous, and how modern science is helping us find the healthy balance between the two. I'll see you in the next chapter of our journey.